Hey, what's good, football fans? Welcome back to the channel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Alright, so for this video, I thought I would give my college football playoff bracket after week 13. And so, not a whole lot of changes, really, because there wasn't a whole lot of games that had some meaning to it. There were a few games. I'm just going to go ahead and skim right through this. There's no real changes in my bracket. I still got Ohio State at number 1, and I still got Indiana 2, A&M 3, and Georgia at 4. Um, yeah, Indiana, I think they had a bye this week. Texas A&M and Georgia played nobodies basically. It seemed, I guess it was cupcake week in the SEC because it seemed like half the teams played against either FCS teams or lower level group of 5 teams. So I still got Oklahoma at 5. I still got Texas Tech at 6, Notre Dame 7th. They put a whooping on Syracuse. I got Oregon at 8. They had a big win over Southern Cal. Alabama, I have them at 9th, and Ole Miss 10th. And then James Madison, I still have them at number 12. I still think they're the best group of 5 team in the country right now. Although they did have a scare. They did have to come from behind and beat Washington State. And Washington State's pretty good. I think they're better than what their record shows. So the only real change in my bracket for this week is the 11 seeds. So I had Georgia Tech at 11, and they squandered a golden opportunity. Had they beaten Pittsburgh last night, then they would have been in the college, or at least in the ACC championship game. But that's now out the window for them. So for the 11th seed for right now, I got Virginia as the representative from the ACC. So the ACC is crazy right now. You got 3 teams that are tied for first. Then you got a couple of teams with 2 losses that still could get in, barring that the top 3 lose. Of course, Virginia plays Virginia Tech this Saturday. SMU plays Cal. And then Pitt plays Miami, and Miami is also in contention. So, stranger things have happened, and usually during this rivalry week, which is coming up this week, that is no exception. And so, as far as my teams that are out, not a whole lot has changed with that either. BYU and Utah, they're still on the outside looking in. BYU, they can clinch a spot in the Big 12 title game. And then Utah keeps their hopes alive. They had to come from behind at home against a pretty bad Kansas State team. And then SMU, as I just mentioned, they're still tied for first, and they would be in the ACC championship as of right now. And so, and then Vanderbilt, they're still hanging in there as well. My next 4 out is Pitt, Michigan, Miami, and Texas. So Texas had a big win against Arkansas, even though Texas is not going to get in the playoffs. But I'm just doing this, based off the playoff rankings and how some teams did this week. Some teams lost, whatever. Pitt, as I just mentioned, and Miami, they do play each other this Saturday. So Pitt, they need to win this game, and they need for either Virginia or SMU to lose in order to go to the ACC championship. Michigan is still in the mix as far as the playoffs go. They're not going to go to the Big Ten championship, but they got Ohio State this weekend, and they have won the last 4 against the Buckeyes, and this game is at the Big House. So we'll see what happens with that. And, Miami, as I just mentioned with Miami, I don't know why the committee has them ranked where they do, because the only way they're going to get into the playoffs is if they win the ACC. They have to beat Pitt this week, and they're going to need some help. They're going to need for probably both SMU and Virginia to lose. And so that's why I have Miami out. And then my group of 5 contenders are pretty much the same with Tulane, Navy, North Texas, and San Diego State. So that is my playoff bracket after week 13. What does your playoff bracket look like? Who do you think should be in? Who do you think should be out? Let me know down below in the comments section. And as always, guys, thank you for watching.